What languages were essential for learning history in medieval Europe? In recent discussions about medieval studies, a question has emerged. What languages were essential for learning history in medieval Europe? This topic has gained attention as more people seek to understand the foundations of European history. Let's break it down. During medieval times, Latin was the primary language for studying history. It served as the universal language among educated individuals, particularly within the church and academic settings. Most historical texts and scholarly works were composed in Latin, making it vital for any serious study of history during this period. Latin was the medium of instruction in schools and universities. The curriculum often included the liberal arts and historical studies. Since Latin was the common language of educated Europeans, it enabled scholars from various regions to communicate and share knowledge, despite their different native languages. In addition to Latin, other languages played roles in specific regions. In England, Old English and Middle English were spoken. However, their use in scholarly historical texts was limited compared to Latin. Medieval English was quite different from today's English and was mainly a vernacular language. In Eastern Europe, Slavic languages were used, particularly in the Balkans. The Glagolitic script was developed in the 9th century to translate religious and scholarly texts into Slavic languages. In some areas, such as Croatia, Slavic languages were even allowed for liturgical use, which sometimes included historical writings. Greek also held importance for accessing classical historical sources. Works like Herodotus's Histories are foundational texts for Western history. Greek manuscripts were preserved and studied by Byzantine scholars. Knowledge of Greek was necessary to read these original works. In summary, Latin was the essential language for learning history in medieval Europe. It was supported by Greek for classical sources and regional languages like Slavic in certain areas. Knowledge of Latin was key for accessing the majority of historical writings and education during this era.